Hello students, welcome you all. So today we are going to discuss some more criteria for congruency of triangle. So far now we have discussed some of the criteria, like first one we discussed about side, angle, side. Then again we discussed angle, side, angle, then angle, angle, side. These are the criteria we have already discussed. Now we will discuss a new criterion that is exactly not new for you, because you had discussed in class 8 also about this. Now this one is your side congruency rule. So what is this congruency rule? If three sides of one triangle are equal to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So you already know this from class 7 and 8, that if three sides, suppose in this triangle A, B, C and M and O, you have AB equal to MN, BC equal to ON and AC equal to MO. So that we can set these two triangles ABC and MNO triangles are congruent. The congruency rule is side, side, side. How can we prove it? We can prove it by suitable construction. Okay, by construction we can prove this. Okay, now we will move to another congruency rule, that is also we had discussed in class 7 and 8. Yes, that is RHS. So basically this theorem is for right angle triangle. Let's read what is the theorem. If in two right angle triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are equal to hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then two triangles are congruent. That means there are two right angle triangles. We'll name it A, B, C, another triangle M and O triangle. Now if angle B equal to angle N, okay, and AB equal to ON and hypotenuse AC equal to OM, then we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay, the rule is right angle, hypotenuse, side. Here right angle, hypotenuse, side. How? Because you know that if this, suppose this side is suppose 10, now this side is suppose 20. Now you can find BC is equal to what? BC square equal to AC square minus AB square by Pythagoras theorem. Similarly, if AB is 10, so here ON equal to 10 and OM equal to say suppose 20. Similarly, we can find MN. MN will be equal to, MN square will be equal to your OM square minus OM square minus ON square, isn't it? So in this way we can say that the other side will also be equal. That means two sides are already equal, and third side will definitely be equal by using your Pythagoras theorem. So we can say that two triangles are congruent. So another rule we got is RHS, that is right angle, hypotenuse and one side. One side means any of the side. Okay. So these are the two theorems. Now we will move to the exercise. So some examples are there. Please try them at home. Now we will move to the exercise 7.3. So let's start this exercise. So question number 1. ABC triangle and DBC are two isosceles triangle. Look at the figure. ABC, okay. ABC, this triangle, and DBC triangle. Where is DBC? Here it is. DBC triangle. These two triangles are right angle triangles on the same base BC. So their base is same, that is BC. the vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. So vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. You can see vertices A and D are on same side, means only one side, not on the other side, same side of BC. If AD is extended to intersect BC at P, now what we will do? We will extend AD to intersect BC at P. So we will extend this AD to intersect BC at P. Okay. So this is what we have to draw. Show that. Then we have to show. First we have to show. So triangle ABD. Look at the figure. Triangle ABD. This triangle will be congruent to triangle ACD. ACD. Okay. This triangle will be congruent. First we will prove this. Then ABP and ACP congruency. ABP. Okay. This big triangle and ACP. Okay. Now AP bisect angle A. After congruent, then angle A will be automatically bisected by AP. Okay. After this, we can get this. Now AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So we have to prove this angle is equal to this angle, so that these two angle will be 90 degree. Okay. So let's start. First, we'll start with I. Okay. So see triangle ABD and triangle ACD. ABD and ACD. This triangle ABD and ACD. Now we'll start with these two triangle. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Okay, what we have? AB equals to AC. AB equals AC. Why? Because ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangle, isn't it? So it is given to us. Now, what else we have? BD equal to CD. Why? Because DBC is also an isosceles triangle. DBC, this triangle is also an isosceles triangle. Therefore, BD equal to CD. Again, BD equals to CD. It is also given. Or you can write, otherwise you can write as triangle DBC is an isosceles triangle. DBC is an isosceles triangle. Whatever you can write. Now, two sides are already equal. Another side, you can see AD is common in both the triangle. Then you will write AD equal to AD. Why? Common. Okay. So, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Okay. Why? Side, 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 here side, 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 side congruency rule. So first part we have already proved. Now we will move to the second part. Triangle ABP and triangle ACP. Look at the figure. ABP and ACP. Now ABP, what we have to do? First we have AB equal to AC. This is what we have. Then angle B is equal to angle C. Why? Because equal angle opposite of equal sides. Then we have side. Okay, side angle, another side we need, but we don't have the another side. But we have this angle. These two angles are equal. Angle BAD and angle CAD. Why? CPCT, as these two triangles are congruent. We'll keep this clear so that it will be easier for you. Okay, now so let's move to double I. So this is your I part, and we'll move to now double I. In between these two triangles, in triangle ABP, ABP and triangle ACP, we have what? AB equal to AC. AB equals AC. It is given to us. Now one side is equal. Okay, another angle we can make equal. Angle B will be equal to angle C, or you can name it angle ABP. Okay, and angle ACP. Angle ABP will be equal to angle ACP. What is the reason? Angle opposite of equal sides. Okay, now another angle we have equal this angle BAD and angle CAD. Why CPCT? Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Region CPCT. They are the corresponding part of congruent triangles. Now we have angle side angle and angle side angle equal of two triangles. Okay na? Therefore we can say, I will write it here. So triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. Triangle ACP. Okay na? Why? This is your angle side angle. Now second part is proved. Now we'll move to the third part. AP bisect angle A as well as angle D. Okay, now you see, as angle BAD is equal to angle CAD, therefore AP bisect angle A. This is already proved. Now we have angle this and this angle are same. Why? Because angle ABP, this angle, is congruent to angle AC AB, this is D, yes, ABD and ACD. These two triangles are congruent, therefore these two angles are also equal. Now if these two angles are equal, isn't it, 180 degree minus this angle and 180 degree minus this angle will also be equal. Okay, we'll do it. Now first we'll clear all of them so that we can make some place. Okay, now we'll move to the triple I part. Triple I part, we have to make FP bisect angle A and angle D. First we will write these two angles are equal. Angle BAD, look at the figure, angle BAD equals to angle CAD. So AP bisect angle A. First part is proved. Now we'll move to the second part. Again, angle BDA equals to angle CDA. Why? CPCT, corresponding part of their corresponding congruent triangles. So 180 degree minus angle BDA, we are subtracting these two angles from 180 degree. 180 degree minus BDA will be equal to 180 degree minus angle CDA. Okay, implies 180 minus BDA will be equal to, look at the figure, BDA, this angle 180 minus BDA will be equal to this angle BDP. Angle BDP will be equal to 180 minus CDA. CDA, this angle minus 180 minus will be this angle CDP. Angle CDP. Okay, now these two angles are equal, BDP angle and CDP angle. So AP bisect angle D also. Okay, so double I part we have cleared. Now we have to prove FP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. As triangle ABP and triangle ACP were congruent, therefore these two angles will be equal. Okay, I am erasing this. We'll go to proof IV part. IV, as triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP so angle APB is equal to angle APC. Okay, implies here you can see these two angles are linear pair, therefore their sum will be 180 degree. Implies you can write but angle APB plus angle APC, this angle APC equal to 180 degree. Why? Reason linear pair. Okay, implies now you can write APB instead of APC. 2 equal to angle APB will be equal to 180 degree. Implies angle APB will be equal to 180 divided by 2, which will be equal to 19 degree. So angle APB is 90 degree. Look at the figure APB. Therefore angle APC is also 180. Angle APC equal to 180. 90. 90 degree. Now these two angles are 90 degree. As these two angles are 90 degree, then what we have to prove? AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Now these two angles 90 degree we have proved. Here BP equal to CP. Already BP equal to CP. Because why? ABP triangle and ACP triangle are congruent. And you can write and BP equal to CP. Region CPCT. They are the corresponding part of CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangles. So we can say AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Okay. So this is what question number 1. We'll move to question number 2 now. Okay. Let's write AD is an altitude of an isosceles triangle ABC. Look at the figure. You may have to draw this figure. You have to draw a triangle ABC. And where AD is the altitude. So AD is the altitude. This angle is 90 degree. In which AB equal to AC. So AB equal to AC. So that AD bisect BC. So we have to prove that AD bisect BC. That means BD equal to CD we have to prove. AD also bisect angle A. Also have to prove that these two angles are equal. AD is bisecting angle A. That means angle BAD and angle CAD are equal. This is what we have to prove. Okay, now let's try it out. So first you please write given. What is given? Triangle ABC. Here AB equal to AC. AB equals AC. This is given. AD is the altitude. Therefore you can write ADB angle. Angle ADB equals to angle ADC. Look at the figure ADC. ADC equal to 90 degree. Okay, because they are altitude, because AD is the altitude. Where AD is the altitude. To first we'll try I. AD bisect BC. So we have to prove this equal to this to prove. Now how we can prove it? If we can make congruent these two triangle ABD and ACD, can we make it congruent? Look at it. AB equal to AC. Okay. Then one angle is there. Which angle? Angle BDA equal to CDA equal to 90 degree. Okay, right angle. This is the hypotenuse. AB and AC are hypotenuse. If one side, yes, AD side is common. So right angle, hypotenuse side and right angle, hypotenuse side are equal. Okay. So we can prove it in that way. Through right angle, hypotenuse side congruency rule. So let's try it out. In triangle ABD, look at the figure ABD and a triangle ACD. We have AB equal to AC, AB equals to AC, then angle ADB equal to ADC, angle ADB equal to ADC. Why? 90 degree. It is given. Okay. Now right angle is there, hypotenuse is there, one side AD equal to AD. AD equals AD. Why? Common side. So triangle ABD and ACD are congruent. Triangle ABD congruent triangle ACD. Rule RHS, right angle hypotenuse side. So edge to triangles are congruent now. Therefore, we need AD bisect BC so that BD will be CD. Now AD equal to CD. Give region CPCT. Okay. First part we have proved. Second part, AD bisect angle A. That means these two angles must be equal. Angle BAD and angle CAD. Okay. Again double I. Angle direct to right. Angle BAD equal to angle CAD. Region CPCT. Therefore direct right. Therefore AD bisect angle A. AD bisects angle A. Okay. So it is proved now. Now we'll move to question number 3. Look at it. Two sides AB and BC and median AM. Two sides AB, BC and median AM. Look at it. AB, BC and AM of one triangle ABC are respectively equal to side PQ, QR and median PN. PQ, QR and median PN. Okay, so that what do you show? Triangle ABM, this triangle ABM, small triangle, is congruent to triangle PQN, this triangle. Okay, na? Well, first we have to prove this. Then second part, ABC, this whole triangle ABC, congruent to triangle PQR, this big triangle. Okay, so let's start. As usual, first you write given, given two sides and median are respectively equal to two sides and median. Therefore, we can write given is AB equal to PQ, then BC equal to QR. Look at the figure, and AM equal to PN. AM equal to PN. This much is given. Also, BM equal to CM, as AM is the median. You can also write that BM equal to CM and QN equal to RN. QN equal to RN. This much data is given. First we have to prove I part. ABM and PQN. ABM and PQN. You will write in triangle ABM and triangle PQN. In between these two triangles, you have AB equal to PQ. That's right. AB equal to PQ. Region it is given to us. Then BM equal to QN. BM equal to QM. It is also given. Then AM equal to PN. It is also given. AM equal to PN. It is also given. So triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN. ABM congruent to triangle PQN. Now first part we have proved and give the region side congruency rule. Side. Now we'll move to the second part. Second part, just write both the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In a triangle ABC and triangle PQR. What do you see? AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR already was there. Now angle B is also equal to angle Q. Why? They are CPCT. Why? They are corresponding part of congruent triangles. ABM triangle and PQN triangle are congruent. So let's write AB equal to PQ, AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR. Both are given. BC equal to QR. Both are given. Now these two sides and side A angle included, angle B equal to angle Q, angle B equal to angle Q. Why? As triangle ABM and triangle PQN are congruent. As triangle ABM congruent triangle PQN. Okay na? Or you can write CPCT, whatever you can write. Now so you can write so side angle side are congruent, isn't it? So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR. Reason side angle side. Okay. Now we have proved second part also. So this is the solution of question number 3. Question number 4. BE and CF are two equal altitudes. BE and CF are two equal altitude of triangle ABC. Using RHS congruency rule, prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay. Now you see two altitudes are equal. This altitude means angles are 90 degree. Angle BFC and angle CEB are 90 degree. Well, then what we have to prove? Prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. That means we have to prove that AB equal to AC. This is what we have to prove. For that, we will take two triangles. Triangle ABE, this triangle, triangle ACF. ACF. Now we have right angle, then hypotenuse. Okay, prove that. Okay, we have to use the RHS rule, right? So we can't take these two triangles. Okay, then we have to take these triangles, BFC triangle, okay, and BFC, then CEB triangle. Now in between these two triangles, hypotenuse are same, right angle is there, hypotenuse is common BC, okay, right angle is there, and one of the side, that is this altitude, are equal. So we can congruent these two triangles RHS. Now after congruenting, then we'll move to the next part. So that let's see. As it has told us कि RHS congruency rule we have to use. Otherwise we have taken this triangle ABE directly. Okay. So as it has told that RHS, here we are not able to use RHS here. So let's take triangle BFC. First you write given BE equal to CF, it is given BE equal to CF, and these angles are 90 degree. You can write BFC, angle BFC equal to angle BFC and CEB, angle CEB equal to 90 degree. This much data is given. Now in triangle BFC and triangle CEB, in between these two triangles we have first right angle. You can set RHS, you have to put right angle, this angle and this angle are right angle. Angle BFC is equal to angle CEB, Why? They are 90 degree. Okay, or equal to, say, directly say equal to 90 degree. Now right angle already proved. We need a hypotenuse. BC is the hypotenuse of both the triangle. We can write BC equal to BC y common side. So this is the hypotenuse. Now we need another side. Side BE and side CF are same. Okay na? So first we are taking this side, so we can write CF equal to BY, it is given. So we can write, so triangle, first we have taken BFC triangle, so triangle BFC will be congruent to triangle CEB. Triangle CEB. Rule RHS. So in the question it had asked us to prove through RHS. So we have used RHS congruency rule. Now what we will do? We need to, okay, as per these two triangles are congruent, then we will prove that angle B is equal to angle C. CPCT, you just directly write angle, therefore angle ACB, so angle ACB is equal to angle ABC. Now two angles are equal, therefore two angles are equal in a triangle, therefore their opposite sides will also be equal. So you can write, so angle ACB, look at the figure, angle ACB is opposite side is AB and angle ABC opposite side is AC. So AB equal to AC. Give reason. Opposite side of equal angles. Okay, hence prove. Why? Because we needed to prove AB equal to AC, therefore ABC triangle will be what? Isosceles triangle, or you can add another line, so ABC triangle is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so this is the proof of question number 4. But don't forget to use RHS like we used it here. Okay, now we'll move to question number 5. So this is the last question, I suppose. Yes, last question. So let's start. ABC is an isosceles triangle where AB equal to AC. Look at the figure. AB equal to AC. AP perpendicular BC. AP is perpendicular to BC. So that angle B equal to angle C. Angle B equals to angle C. This is what we have to show. Okay, you see one thing. If AB equal to AC, AB side equal to AC side, then automatically opposite side of AB is angle C, opposite side of AC is angle B, they will be equal, isn't it? We have a theorem that angle opposite of equal sides are equal. We just write that. Given ABC is an isosceles triangle, AB equal to AC, given AB equal to AC, AP is the perpendicular to BC. Write it, AP perpendicular to BC. To prove is angle B equal to C. We don't need this AP perpendicular BC. You can directly write as AB equal to AC, as AB equal to AC. So angle C is equal to angle B by angle opposite of equal side. Okay na? In one line you can prove. Otherwise, as it is given AP perpendicular BC, you can move to this triangle, APC triangle, APB triangle. In between these two triangles, you have one right angle. Okay, and okay, perpendicular we have. Okay, one side are equal. That means this is the hypotenuse. Now hypotenuse are equal, right angle is equal, and one side is common. So right angle hypotenuse side and right angle hypotenuse side also equal in triangle ABP and ACP. Therefore ABP triangle will be congruent to ACP triangle, so that angle B is equal to angle C. through CPCT. You can use this congruency road, otherwise you can move directly write it. Okay, so this is the solution. Whatever you way you can move, that will be correct. Okay, so this is the end of this exercise. Then we have another exercise, that is 7.4. But this year, you know that your CBSE has deleted some chapters. One second, I'll move to that. Escape. Okay, here it is. So yes, inequality in triangles. The CBSE have deleted this chapter. Okay, so we don't need to go through it. But I will recommend you to complete this exercise also, as you don't have much time. This time I'm not going to go through it. But if you have any doubt, then you can please ask me about this. Okay, inequalities in triangle. But try to complete this exercise also. But this year CBSE has deleted this chapter. This exercise, inequalities in triangle, there will be no question coming in from this section. Okay, so this is the end of this exercise. Thank you.